Here comes the judge. I'm the judge. Kevin Stone, he's got the Sega. Harley's got the Nintendo. I get the rule.
So, rules for the judge, you cannot pick both like last time.
Nope.
No, you're not allowed to.
Nope.
You are not allowed to. You copped out last time. So
No, he copped out last time. I would try to win.
This is Geek Vs Geek, where we debate head-to-head over a topic. And since we're talking Nintendo today, I thought, what better than to do Sega versus Nintendo?
The oldest rivalry next to the Yankees versus everyone else.
So the way this works is we each get 1 minute opening argument, then we each get 1 minute rebuttal, and then we each get 1 minute of closing, and Pocky has to judge who wins. The winner then becomes the judge next time on Geek Week, Geek Vs Geek.
Oh,
so,
no.
Wait,
lots of
I
fun.
didn't win last time. I thought you did.
Because no one's going to take the Sega away from me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want Sega.
All right.
Nobody wants Sega.
So,
Nobody does.
Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first,
All right. Are you timing us?
because you have a sad ending.
Okay, our judge came unprepared. Who has a timer?
Right there. I'm looking at the clock right there. And in 5 seconds,
All right,
you
here
can
we go.
start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
All right, so in the age-old rivalry of Sega versus Nintendo, everyone always flocked to Nintendo, but there was a reason for it because they were kind of like the godfather holding the video game industry in a grip hold. Sega came in, did a lot of things no one thought could possibly be ever done, and they were still successful even though they never became number one. Sega did far better things with their games, they did far better things with their consoles, and they didn't just rely on the Game Boy to keep them alive for 25 years. That's my opening statement.
You still have 30 seconds.
I'm done. I want to give her time to get her minute. Let's get
Okay.
this thing going.
So stop for a second. Begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
All right. Nintendo is better as it has a legacy. Started in the late 1800s, it started as a card game manufacturer run by the Japanese Yakuza. They later go on to release the Famicom, which, when finally released to the West under the name of the Nintendo NES, saved the game industry, which was killed by Atari by oversaturation in the 80s.
You still have you have more than 30 seconds.
Oh, no, we're getting bloodthirsty here in a second.
Oh, we are. We're getting bloodthirsty.
Okay, so in that case, you guys can have a minute and a half because I'm going to punch over. So we're going to think. So we're going to stop right now and get ready for Kevin Stone.
My
you have
rebuttal.
4, 3, 2, 1, now.
It's interesting you say that Nintendo was started by the Yakuza because they never dropped that mentality. Yeah, they may have saved the gaming industry, but they did it by eliminating pretty much all competition. They were very bad business people, which is why Sega and all the other ones had to fight so much to get there. But Sega actually did things that made Nintendo sweat. First and foremost, do you know who you have to thank for game release dates? Sega, because they were the first ones that instituted. You know what else? They did innovation way better and long before Nintendo ever did, because Nintendo kept things what was normal, well, that was it. They were always vastly underpowered. They were always 2 steps behind Sega the entire time. The only problem that Sega ended up having was because Nintendo never let go of that grip. They were a household name more than Sega was. If Sega had been able to flip the switches in time, Nintendo would have been long gone by now.
All right, is that because you got another 10 seconds?
Sega rules! Screw you!
Okay, in that case.
I got sales numbers.
All right, so now we're going to start now.
All right. First of all, in the end, Sega can only sell 10 million units over all of their consoles. It's not like they broke their budget. Oh, wait, they did. In 2001, they died like a dog by withdrawing from the console race. In 2002, they began releasing their library to anybody who would purchase the games. The only household name that Sega anybody really remembers is Sonic.
Are you done?
Okay.
All right, here's my closing.
Hold on. 4, 3,
You're horrible at
2,
this judging.
what? No, I'm not because I'm keeping it even. Go!
All right. Yes, they may not have sold as much, but what they sold was much higher quality than Nintendo could ever happen to make. Sega did so many things long before they were popular. They introduced new ways to animate video games. They introduced better franchises. They may not have become household names because they rely on more than just Mario and Zelda. Let's be real honest, that's the only household names Nintendo ever had, and that's all they ever make. And also, they wanted you to be portable, but you could take your whole game with you in a game year. Sega was hands down the ones who were really innovating the video game market. Nintendo was always trying to catch up. I mean, look at what happened. Nintendo's almost dead, which is the point of the show. They're giving us a giant Game Boy for the new game system. Let's be real honest here. Sega would never do that. They had failures, and they're not the way they used to be simply because Nintendo's the godfather who doesn't want to let go of control, and they made it very hard. Tables could have been much better.
And in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
My conclusion, when talking about the golden age of gaming, Nintendo has better games. They have better consoles, better mascot. They made themselves accessible to third-party companies. And Super Mario and Legend of Zelda are the Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny of games.
At least I didn't have to read a script for mine. Here we go. All right.
You wouldn't let me read my research paper
No, I actually did
with
that.
sales numbers.
So, Pocky, it's time for you to decide who do you think made a better argument. You don't have to agree with it, but who made the better argument?
Well, first off, Gavin, I will agree with you that they did some really innovative things with the systems. Sega Dreamcast was way ahead of its time with the advent of it with a modem attached to it to allow online
Here's
play.
a random fact. The Dreamcast has more memory shipped with it than the Nintendo Switch does.
That's actually true, too.
True statement.
But actually, the thing is, though, we are not talking about the current
I
Nintendo
know.
or the current thing. We are talking about third party. Harley, next time, don't sound like a Wikipedia. But other
I
than
like my Wikipedia research.
Wikipedia!
but
Research papers.
your research, you did a really good job, guys. Harley, you also have to point out other things, but you did fine, mostly. You both did an excellent job. Mostly.
My
You
research
mostly
paper
both did a good
stopped
job.
you in the ground.
But I am going to have to give this one thing to Harley. And the reasoning is, hold on, the reasoning is because in the end, the best you could come up with was keep reminding us that they have Sonic. At the end, you
Sonic,
could bring up
Sonic,
any
Sonic.
third-party titles. You could even remind us of Vector
I didn't
Man.
bring up a whole lot of games, period.
Right,
brought up
but
Sonic.
that's the problem with
I
Sega.
didn't have to bring up games because their business practices should have shined.
Oh,
I now
wait.
know better because Pocky hates me.
No, it's not that. It's
Pocky hates Sega.
no, it's not Pocky.
He
And
does
Sonic-
actually.
and he
Go
hates
back
Sonic
to
the
video games.
Hedgehog.
He does. So I will. Okay, Harley, you win. Congratulations. You get to be the judge next time.
Also, she has boobs. That means she won.
And I can do the Konami code on my boobs.
I'm gonna call a mistrial on this one at some point in time. I am done with this one. All right, so that's been Geek vs. Geek. If you have ideas for things you want to see us debate,
Or
let us
you
know
tell
in the
us-
comments when you're there, or if Pocky is full of crap or not. Because everyone we've brought on the show has always been a Sega fan, except for him with the PC Master Race.
No, I just love gaming.
I like Sony better than anything.
And
I
by
like,
the-
I like
Also, to be fair, if Nintendo's practices weren't so bad, Sony wouldn't be around right now because
Exactly.
Nintendo screwed Sony over, making their console.
And then
when-
Sega screwed over Sony, so yeah.
Yeah. Everybody screws everybody over.
All right, so that's been this week's Geek vs. Geek. Let's get into our brand new, probably quite funny, honestly funniest Geek Week news, starting right now.
I think I like this talk of the apocalypse. It speaks good news.
All right,
Mostly,
so-
hold on, I know. So my thing is I love people who tell me to get about the end of the world because I have literally heard about the end of the world since 1901 when I first read about the Carolina.
alive in
Wait a
1901.
minute. Hold on.
Vampire?
Yes. So in 1901, there was the Carolina end of the world cult. Literally, in North Carolina, this cult, these people said the end of the world was going to happen in 1901.
My home state.
Right. Guess what? I'm still standing here. I'm standing right here, and the end of the world did happen.